Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Beyonce's new hair care line, Sacred. I do have to be honest, I think when I saw her come out with a hair care line, which of course to me as a hairdresser that's very exciting, but I was kind of missing the connection, and then quickly realized her mom was a hairdresser. She grew up in salons and is a big part of like who she is, and it totally made sense. Regardless of what you think of Beyonce, I do feel that everything she does with a lot of intention. And before the product even came out, I was doing a ton of research on the ingredients, and it does seem very science-based. She clearly didn't just, take 2 years off her career to create this line. It's very obvious that she has professionals helping her and leading her, and really innovate in this area, which is why this line was so exciting for me. As someone creating my own line, when I saw this, I have to be honest, a little part of me was maybe a tad bit jealous because the packaging was so beautiful and the science is there, and obviously she has the budget to throw in to really make a product amazing right off the bat. I think sometimes we diss celebrities for creating a brand and like maybe not being passionate about it. But a point I think we can't ignore is the fact that they do have the funds to make it as good as they essentially want it to, whether or not they're the experts behind the line. So anyway, the more I read about the product and the ingredients, it seems to have this very patented kind of formulation, which is using this hydrolyzed rice protein. So scientifically deriving protein from that and creating a formula that then brings that back to the hair is very innovative. And once again, I was excited to try for myself. A lot of these things can sound really good on paper. They can even be scientifically proven that these things work, but ultimately how the hair feels in the long run is what matters. So I've tried the product for the first time about a week ago now. So the products that I purchased myself, I did not get this in PR, was first of all the shampoo. Apparently the conditioner that went with the shampoo is not yet available. I ordered the mask, and where I was really curious to try was their treatment packets. This is also rice protein derived, and it's a 2-step system. So the first time I used the Sacred shampoo and then followed with the 2-step ritual. So the kit comes with 4 pouches for 4 different uses. In addition, I had to buy this application bottle separately, and this is where you add the step 1 powder, and it says to add 24 ounces of water. I believe the first time I didn't really measure, I kind of just eyeballed it, and I don't feel like I had enough water in there. So once you blend the step 1 with the water, you apply it to the hair and let it sit for 5 minutes while massaging into the hair nicely. And then rinsing that out and going in with that step 2. It feels like just a very nourishing mask. It did feel quite heavy, and it makes sense because I do feel that that step 1 is to really enrich the hair, and anytime that you kind of fortify the hair, it can sometimes feel almost a little stiff, and so you need to follow with something that is really, really hydrating, which the step 2 is. So after doing this first shampoo with the first ritual, I felt like my hair had the most volume, but it didn't feel very good when I ran my hands through it. And my hair did not feel like silky and glossy. It felt almost too hard and too protein filled, but the shine was there. Typically when I have that non-silky feeling through my hair will tend to look dull, and that's when I know a product is either too heavy or just not right for my hair. And I do feel the shine was there, and that's where I was like, something's clearly right here, and I believe it was just user error. So then I went in with my regular shampoo and conditioner for my second shampoo after that, just to kind of clarify and do my own thing. And then this morning I used the Sacred shampoo with the Sacred mask, and I absolutely love the way my hair feels. And I feel like this is definitely the go-to shampoo and mask kind of duo, that this would kind of just work on all hair types. So overall, do I think the brand works? Do I think it's well put together? Yes. Here are the things I wasn't a fan of. For the ritual, the fact that you need to buy the 4-pack, I think I would prefer to just be able to buy it on its own. I think if you're not a hairdresser, you're probably not going to be buying this ritual unless someone recommends it. So I think having it as like a one-time use would probably encourage people to buy it more. And secondly, the fact that you have to buy the applicator bottle, obviously you can probably do it in any other container or something that you have at home. But I feel like if you're already buying the bundle of the 4-pack, I feel like that applicator bottle should absolutely come with it. It does become pricey when you do have to buy the whole ritual. The other thing too, I think the bottle, if you're buying that bottle specifically for this system, it should be a very clear demarcation of what those 24 ounces of water looks like or where that should stop. Because like I said, I kind of eyeballed it and I don't think I did it correctly. And if there's one thing that I feel like I've learned so far, and I probably will continue to learn more, is you want to avoid user error with your product at all costs. You definitely want to make it as simple and it be a no-brainer of how to use the product. Now, do I appreciate that it's not just like a basic shampoo, conditioner, mask line? Yes, very much so. I love that there was some scientific process behind the whole thing. It actually does feel like a hair care line, which I really, really appreciate. And the smell, oh my gosh, the smell is just so luxuriously soft. As a hair product creator myself, I think when it comes to fragrance, I think fragrance in a product is so important. But you always have to keep in mind, this is not a perfume. This is not something that you want to completely take over. It needs to be 100% pleasant without being the star of the show. And that's actually really hard to do. And I really do feel like Sacred has nailed this. It's a beautiful fragrance, and I feel like it can combine well with your lotions and your perfumes and anything else that you're wearing. Lastly, the packaging. I've already mentioned it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that it is very with the times. It's also timeless, but there's an edge to it. Again, with sourcing packaging for a product, I think it's half of the art of the product, but I think how a product feels when you use it is equally as important as the formula itself. Now, and although the product packaging was gorgeous, it wasn't super easy to handle. I do like the grip and the grit kind of textured bottles, so it was nice and easy to hold in the shower, but when it comes to a shower ritual routine, I like something with a pump, something that I can kind of do with one hand. And not only do you need 2 hands for each one of these products being used in the shower, they were also really hard to open. But at the end of the day, I understand we are paying for the science, the product, and the formula, and I think it has great promise. And yeah, I love that a celebrity chose to go into hair and not just makeup. I feel like everyone else. I do feel like hair products are a lot more complex. When you think about an eyeshadow, when you think about a foundation, nobody cares about deeply about the ingredients. It's like all about the finish and what it, is it blurring and is it, a beautiful shade. And I'm not discounting the effort it takes to make a great product that way. But I feel like with hair, not only does it have to do that, but I feel like we're so much more conscious of the ingredients in hair and trying to do it with clean products while still delivering results is, I think, not an easy task. And I think this line, if I were to give it a rating from 0 to 10, I'd probably give it an 8, which is really, really great. Would I repurchase? I would absolutely repurchase the shampoo. I did love the mask. And a lot of my comments on Instagram when I posted about this was, she doesn't even wear real hair. First of all, she absolutely wears real hair. I'm assuming all of her wigs and all of her extensions are of the utmost highest human grade quality hair. So overall, if you've not tried it and you're kind of bored with, hair care and you do want to try something interesting and that actually takes care of your hair and scalp nicely, and it's a thought out ingredient forward brand, I would definitely suggest trying this out. I do hope this is a brand that sticks, and I hope it does evolve and they come out with other new incredible products. And yeah, if any of you guys have tried it yourself, please let us know how you enjoyed it. I'm curious. I feel like I haven't really seen anyone really try out the product yet, so I'm curious to see what others think about it. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.